Vanessa, back here at home, it's a mostly clear start to our first Sunday of fall. That began, earlier last week, I should say. But yeah, skies are clear and not much out there. We had some clouds overhead yesterday, but now clearing out for the rest of the weekend, and temperatures are feeling comfortable in the mid-60s, which we'll show you in a second. First, when is our typical first cold front? Because we did have a frontal boundary move in last week, and that reinforced these awesome, comfortable mornings. But our high temperature today, 92. But when is our high temperature going below 80 or below 70 or below 60, for example? Well, the average is this column right here. So anywhere from late September to mid-October is when we should see high temperatures below that threshold. But last year, we saw a very later than average season. We didn't get below 70 for a daytime high until November 26, so basically near Thanksgiving time. We didn't get below 60 by December 6th or below 50 by January 8th. So that just shows you what happened last year and what's typical based on the numbers of our records since pretty much the early 1900s. All right, right now it's comfortable though. 55 at Bernie, 63 at Bulverde, 65 at Timberwood Park. Feels great out there. We have a north and northeast wind right now, just kind of very light and variable, 5 to 10 miles an hour at best. But it's a little chilly for the next couple of hours, especially in the hill country. My threshold is anything below 60. That's chilly, but 65 with low humidity, dry air. It feels cool outside, especially in Kerrville at 56. Same thing at Fredericksburg, 66 at Austin, and we have 170 on the map. That's Del Rio at 71. 10 degrees cooler at Rock Springs at 61. All right, here's today's forecast. High temperature 92 under a mostly sunny sky this afternoon. So after about, let's say, like 11 a.m., temperatures warm up pretty rapidly. That's what happens with dry air. I mean, it cools off very efficiently in the overnight, but in the daytime heat, it warms up rapidly. So expect lower to middle 90s west and southwest of San Antonio, about 92 here in the city, and upper 80s towards the hill country. All right, today's forecast, lower 90s, more cloud cover tomorrow, and then warmer by Tuesday and Wednesday. Not much of a variety in our forecast. Matter of fact, we stay pretty dry for the foreseeable future. Below average rainfall for much of the Lone Star State. Very quickly, Hurricane Umberto, it was a Category 5 yesterday. A big chunk of Saturday, it was really rapidly intensifying. But now back down to a Category 4, nearly a Cat 5, by the way, from the latest advisory from the Hurricane Center. Winds are at 155 miles an hour. It's a massive storm. Now, this right here, not named yet, but it's a tropical depression. And that depression will make a hard right turn before making the Carolina coast. However, still near Florida and the Carolinas, that'll throw in some moisture as a Category 1. If you have any friends or family near South or North Carolina, they could see anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain, with some localized pockets seeing a little bit more. So we're going to watch that very closely. All right, back here at home, lower 90s for tomorrow and Monday. Today and Monday, by the way, 93 Tuesday. October begins on Wednesday. The morning temperatures will feel phenomenal, though. Mid to upper 60s, 95 on Wednesday and 93 on Thursday. So October beginning on the warm side, and hopefully by the middle of that month, we get some cooler air moving in. But this morning feels awesome outside, Vanessa.